What's your self-talk? How you doing, people? It's a pleasure to come to you every single Tuesday and explore this question. What's your self-talk? So, are you tired of being labeled? Or do you don't want to be labeled anymore? That's what we're going to talk about today. And if you're new, my goal here is to ask this real simple question. What's your self-talk? And have you apply to a growth mindset and understand we have a choice to stay in a growth to go to a growth mindset or we in a fixed mindset. And I'm going to explore that a little bit today. So if you're new, you're looking at this in replay, I want you to ask questions. Ask questions about maybe, you know, why am I so passionate about a growth mindset? What's my story if you haven't heard? Just chime in so that you can continue to learn about why I believe you need to embrace this mindset of a growth mindset. So today we're going to talk about labels. And before I go into labels, I do have to thank I've got a sponsor. As you see, I have right here on my chest Transcend. Transcend is a wonderful, wonderful company that has come into town for Arkansas, Northeast Arkansas. So if you're here locally, this is going to be at ASU Cooper Alumni Center. We have teamed up, and I have the opportunity to come in and to explore my personal story and tell you how this is important in today's age, how you need to be able to tap into your potential. So thank you to Transcend that has came in and has sponsored me and everything that I represent and want me to team up with them to continue to move people to tap into their true potential. So if you want to learn more about that, just say more. And if you're looking at this in a replay, I should have the link available for you. But let's tap into these labels. Now, why are labels dangerous? Chances are is that we may have good intentions when we may say somebody is, hey, you're smart. But what we fail to realize is what did we what did they do or what did somebody do that led to us say that they were smart? So I'm going to tap into that today. So if you have any questions, please throw it out there. I want to make sure that I clear everything up. This can be somewhat of a sticky subject. And if you come in at the last minute, you see somebody else come in, please make sure that we get a chance to discuss in more detail. Okay? Now, so let's talk about the ability praise. So the ability praise is you maybe telling a child or somebody that, wow, you are very smart. Say they took a test and they got 8 out of 10 right. Without even saying anything else, you would say you are very smart because you got 8 out of 10 right. Now, you didn't get a perfect score, but what we planted in their head is that, oh, you already have gifts. You already have all the smart. You are smart already. And so, what happened when we give this ability praise? That means that the ability they already have is that's all they're going to have. And what that tells them is that, oh, I don't need to put in more effort because you told me I was smart just based off how I answered it. You didn't ask me anything else or you didn't insinuate anything else. All you said is, hey, 8 out of 10, that's a pretty good job. You are very smart. That's it. That's the only context that you have given that person. Then what happens is you say you don't need to change who you are. And once again, that can be tricky, right? You can say, how can you tell me I don't need to change who I am? Because if you say you're smart, because you got 8 out of 10 right, all you did was potentially tell them that stay who you are. You don't need to put any more effort. You already are smart. And I've seen how this has been lived out in the sports world. And I've seen how this lived out in my own personal life when you say or think that you are a smarter human being and you didn't have to put in any effort because it just came to you naturally. And it's hard for me to want to go to the next topic, but anyways, we have to be careful of understanding what we're telling someone because it can be very, very dangerous, and we'll see why here in a minute. So before I go into the next point that's going to help you understand why you need to be careful of those labels, share this with one person. So if you're looking at this in replay, if you're looking at this live, share this with one person who you think that like to learn more about what a growth mindset look like, but even more want to understand what they can do to embrace more of a growth mindset. Maybe you know that one person who is maybe just a fixed mindset individual, somebody who is stuck in their ways and they just don't want to learn anything, but maybe they'll listen. Maybe they won't listen. You never know until you try. All right. So if you have any questions about anything I'm talking about, we're talking about the danger of labels. So if you're tuning in now, just make sure you understand what your self-talk is. Just simply you understand how to have a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. And all we've covered so far was we talked about the ability praise. And the ability praise is just basically saying when maybe a student or yourself take a test and you respond back and say, man, you got 8 out of 10 right, you are smart. You didn't ask any questions. That's all you gave. And that's the only context I'm giving because it's real important how we make quick assumptions based off what we see. And what we say to somebody, you are smart, just based off of, I got 8 out of 10 right. That's not perfect. But what you tell them is that, oh, you're smart because you got it right. You maybe didn't have to put in their work. Okay? So let's go to the next one because it can get confused if I should be talking the same thing. The ability praise. So next, the effort praise. So say you have that exact same student, exact same individual, and they say, and you say, man, you got 8 out of 10 right. You must have put in a lot of work to do that. Great job. You see the difference? Do you understand when you tell someone you must have put in a lot of hard work to get that 8 out of 10. What you're now maybe insinuating on them is that, oh, you connect you let me run back. So you have connected effort with the results. So when you connect their efforts with the results they've done, what that's going to register to them is that, okay, if I put in the necessary work, I will get these results. And that is very different from the last one. Now I'm not going to try to tap into that, but so the effort praise is only limited by the effort that you put forward. So this is not saying that you may already have something. This is just saying this is something that you did to help you get you to the results that you wanted. So why is that? So it's important to connect effort with results because as you connect your effort with your results, then you start to get a better outcome in everything that you do. All right? So let's recap. First, we talk about the ability praise. The ability praise is saying that you're smart and you don't even know why somebody is smart. You just see the results that they did off a test and you say, oh, you're smart. Second is the effort praise. The effort praise is simply just saying, oh, you are very smart because you put in the work. Good job. The difference between the two is that someone is assumed that they're smart already and the other one is smart because they put in the effort. Now, when it comes to play is that when they start meeting different challenges, when they start meet different opportunities, what happens then? At that time, say that somebody say, okay, now we're going to try something completely different. What if that person who was praised for their ability now have to take another test? And now, or just not another test, or they have another challenge that comes their way. What we have done is now push this person to a fixed mindset because we have praised them just for saying that they already have something. They already have everything they need. They already have the smart ability. So because they already have what they need, why do I need to change? Why should I change anything that I'm doing? You get it? Because if I was to change anything I was doing, then you won't think I'm smart. I don't want to show my flaws. I don't want to show you that I'm really not that smart. So I have a lot of pushback. And all this push is now making you, as an individual, want to protect this perfect image, this smart person. Now, maybe that we pushed the other person to a fixed mindset because we told them that if you're willing to grow and put forth the effort, then you can get test scores like the one you got last time. So when a challenge comes for that individual, now that person is willing to take on more challenges because they understand if I just put forward all the necessary effort that I need to put forward, then I will get the results that I want. And that's not easy all the time. But it's different from putting forth effort to get results and thinking that you already have everything you need. Putting forward effort and getting results, or think you have everything you need. Can't you see the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset? If I tell you you have everything you need, you're already smart. You don't need to learn anything else. You got an 8 out of 10. You did that just off the fly. Great job. You're smart. You are insinuating that this person didn't do anything. And to them, they now are wanting to hold on to this label. And maybe they did put in effort, but you didn't praise them for that. You just praised them that they was already smart. So therefore, they start to reverse it and now thinking, I don't have to put in the work that I was putting in. Because no need for me to put in that work because you already think I'm smart. Or you praise this person because they put forth the effort. And because they put forth effort and they got these results that are good results, now you simply praising them for their effort, they understand that the only reason that you're praising them is because they put forward the necessary effort in order to get those results. In this case that we use is 8 out of 10. So they got an 8 out of 10 on the test. So it's important to be careful of the ability praise, which is simply assuming that someone is already smart and you tell them, hey, you're smart, great job doing what you're doing, without really investigating or really even just assuming that they put in effort behind that. Because now all of a sudden this person want to hold up this image that, well, if I'm smart, I don't have to do anything. If you think I'm smart just off that quick assumption without even asking me questions, then why do I need to put any more effort? I'm smart, right? And so now this create problems down the line, and this pushing somebody towards a fixed mindset is because now they don't want to show that they have any flaws because you think I'm smart. Now the person who have the effort praise saying, man, you must have put in a lot of work. Great job on getting the results that you got. Now you have just put on them saying, hey, you put in work and you put in effort. And because you put in work and effort, you got these results. Great job. Keep up the good work. So now this person now make the connection to move forward in anything they do. They say, well, if I put forth the necessary effort that I need, I can be able to get these results. And the good thing about this, I learned all of this from a great psychologist, and it's talking about the mindset. You have a choice, as I tell you every single day, to embrace this growth mindset or fixed mindset. It is your choice. If you want to change in your life, guess what? You can, but you have to be willing to change. If you're not willing to change, then you will continue to get the results that you're getting in life. And you have no one to blame but yourself. Maybe you did go through something in your life. Maybe life was hard. And maybe life still is hard. But guess what? You're not stuck. You're not stuck with who you are and where you are. But you have to be willing to embrace this growth mindset. So, thank you for watching. I hope this was very informal. I hope it helped you out. And leave some comments below. Let me know if this was helpful, if it's maybe a different topic that you want me to touch on, or maybe you want me to touch on this a little bit more and go into a little bit more detail. So next week, I am going to have a former A-State football player. If you didn't know, I went to Arkansas State University. But also, he is an accountant, and he just wrote a brand new book. I had his book. I don't have it now with me. But he's a black accountant, and I want him to talk about how we live in this world, and we think we have to be perfect, and really deep down, we all are struggling with our own mess. And because we have to portray this perfect person up front, then what happens? We think that people want to accept us for our flaws. Fixed mindset, right? Go back and watch the replay of this show to help you understand why I really hit on this fixed mindset and growth mindset. So, Mr. Charleston will be with us next Tuesday, and we're going to talk to him about his new book that he has coming out. So stay tuned. I thought I had it up here with me, but I don't. But stay tuned. I'm going to make sure that we continue to introduce ideas, interviews, individuals, experts, and everything that you need to know that's going to help you go from that fixed mindset to the growth mindset. Thank you for Transcend for sponsoring this show, and move forward in life. And remember, you go forward by asking that one question and then choosing to fix the growth, choosing to be positive. Feed yourself with that and then act on it. You wouldn't learn if you didn't look at this. And go forward in your day and ask that one simple question. What's yourself?